Ephesians 5:1 and 2 and Ecclesiastes 4:1. Be therefore followers of God. So be therefore followers of God as dear children. The Bible refers to God as Lord, which means we're to be His servants. But this also shows that yes, He's Lord, but by Christ, He's made our Father. We're made children through Him. We rejoin that relationship. So while we are to serve Him, and He is our Master and Lord, it's a much closer relationship than that. You know, a Lord-servant relationship, Master-Lord, let's just take it. Master could have did whatever he wanted to with his servant. The Lord can do that with us, but because He's our Father, He's going to do all things for us in love. The role of a master and a servant isn't always an act of love. With God it is, because He is our Father and we are His children. He's going to do what's best for us. Sometimes this involves chastising us. But we need to look to Him, because He has what's best for us. This isn't just something for Him. It's what's best for us to bring us closer to Him. Verse 2. And walk in love. That's what it's about. Love. If we're doing things out of love, first for God, we're going to do what we're told, what we're supposed to. We're going to follow on His will. The problem is, too many times, we walk in love, but we walk in love with family, then God. We walk in love for ourselves, then God. The mistakes come when we put love for something else before God. If we got the love for God first, our love for family, and love for others, and love for ourselves is going to fall into place, because He loves us. Too many times it's so easy to put things before God. There's countless stories in the Bible where people put the love for something else before God, and it failed them. It's been asked to preachers, to pastors, what if I love my family more than God? What happens? My response to that question is, what happens when God takes your family? Will you still love God? If your family is before God, you won't. God has every right to take that family away from you. It can be an idol. Having love for family is a good thing, but loving your family more than God is sin. It's a form of idolatry, because you put them before God. And God will cast down the idol. So He's there standing. We don't need to make an idol. If we truly love something, we should know that God comes first. Pastor of the church I went to once said, when he met his wife, he was happy to find out he wasn't going to be the one she loved first. He was happy to know that she loved God more than him. And because of that, he knew that she could love him more by having him be after God than having him become first. Because when we put love for somebody before God first, that love isn't godly love. It's human love. But if we put God first, love that follows isn't going to be love of human. It's going to be God's love coming out through us. So it will be much greater than what it would be without Him. Christ showed the greatest example of love on the cross. He showed how much He loved us. Us being unworthy to even be associated with Him, died for us so we could be co-heirs with Him. That's love. As Christ also has loved us and has given Himself for us, an offering, a sacrifice to God for a sweet smelling savor. This wasn't a typical sacrifice, but it alludes that, the sacrifices were done with frankincense and the smell was supposed to please God. The true thing that pleased God more than the smell was the obedience. They would have put frankincense on a tainted offering like they did in Malachi. It didn't please God. It shows that there's more important things. And the smell pleased God. Obedience pleases God. Christ followed God's plan, His plan, and sacrificed Himself, giving Himself. Christ was in full authority. While it was a sacrifice, it wasn't one He was forced to make. It was one He freely chose to make. He could have not done this. But He did it. He died on that cross. And the greatest sacrifice made was by God Himself for us. God gave Himself so we can live. Okay, Ecclesiastes 4:1. So I turned and considered all the oppressions that are done under the sun, and behold, the tears of the oppressed, and they had no comforter to deliver them from the hand of their oppressors, having neither strength nor helper. We're not going to be able to do things on our own. This world's going to oppress us, take us down. This world, it's hard. We long for a comforter. As believers, God granted us a comforter to get us by through hard times that we're going to have. The comforter is the Holy Spirit. It's also known as the Helper. It gives us strength to do the will of God. Not to do our own, but to do our will of God. And we're given it. We're children of the Father. We're followers of God. And by the Spirit, we can walk in love.